Hey everyone, today I'm going to be swatching the new BH Cosmetics Halloween palette. This is the Drop Dead Gorgeous Full On Crazy palette. There were two palettes. They had a mini palette which had some duplicate shades, so I didn't get that. If you guys have any eyeshadows that any looks that you want to request me to do, let me know down below. Just say, instead of shade names, just say what colors, if you want me to do a look with the pink and the red, or the yellow and the red, just tell me which shades you want me to use, and that always inspires me to do more looks with it. I got this palette, so if you want to see swatches and hear me talk about the palette, just keep watching. So now you guys have seen the swatches, let's talk about it. First of all, the palette name is kind of controversial. As someone who struggles with mental illness and stuff, it doesn't bother me having a palette called Full On Crazy. It is what it is. It's meant to be I don't know, an homage to horror movies and stuff like that, right? I mean, it's Halloween themed, so I personally don't think it's offensive, but I know some people do. But personally, I'm not gonna see this palette in a rude way. I just see it as maybe a name they should have thought a bit more about. Unfortunately, my palette came freaking destroyed. It's always a fun day when you're excited about a palette and then it comes smashed because brands don't use freaking bubble wrap. You want to know what they use? That. Paper and paper. That's what they used. No bubble wrap whatsoever. Just paper. So, yeah. You guys best bet that I emailed them and I'm waiting for either a replacement or a refund because this is ridiculous. But I tried to repress the eyeshadows as much as I could. They were shimmers, so I was able to repress them, but I don't feel like they're gonna stay repressed. Honestly, it's not fun. I hate when eyeshadow palettes come broken. It just makes me really sad. And I mean, obviously, it's not like it's a big deal. They're just eyeshadows, and I'm sure I'll get either a replacement or a refund, but still, it's just the fact that, use bubble wrap. I understand bubble wrap isn't great for our world, but until you find something that will work just as well, keep using it because I'm sick of getting broken stuff. And BH Cosmetics always sends with just the paper stuff. Usually it's okay, but this isn't the first time I've had a broken palette because of it, so I personally just don't agree with how they ship it, but that's just me. This palette retails for $19 US, which for BH isn't bad. Typically it's around the normal price range for a themed palette. I do think this is limited edition, but that being said, I mean, it's still in stock as of right now, so if you are interested, I definitely recommend checking it out. I believe the copycat shades in the mini palette were the yellow and red. It had some other colors too that weren't in this palette, but I was just I do not need duplicates. I don't. So I just picked this one up, and I'm very happy with my decision since the other one probably would have come broken too. So here is the swatches without flash. So I do really like how this palette swatched. We all know that swatches do not dictate how an eyeshadow palette will work on the eyes, but I enjoy the BH formula, especially their recent palettes have been really good, and this one is no different. It swatched pigmented. There weren't any patchy shades actually, which is great. Even that pastel bright blue, it wasn't patchy at all. It's like a lighter toned shade, but it's not patchy whatsoever, so I'm really happy about that. Sadly, my favorite shade is the one that came broken. It's just such this beautiful, like, unique blue. It has green and gold and yellow flecks throughout it. It is just so stunning. That is the shade, what is that? Amazing? Ravishing. Oh, okay, well, I was sort of close. I'm not gonna go through the shade names because honestly, I don't really care about shade names, and I know that they're gonna be, like, offensive, so I'm just not even gonna try that. The palette does not come with a mirror, which kind of sucks. Like, there was enough space they could have added, like, a little mirror at least, but that's just my personal preference. I would prefer them to have a mirror rather than not. Especially, like, if the palette came broken, I would have been happier if it came with a mirror. That being said, with the BH Cosmetics website, I always choose the faster shipping because it's only a few dollars more, and instead of waiting, like, 20 days, I get it in 2 days. I live in Canada, so it's not that... It's a lot better than waiting, like, a month, especially with, you know, how slow the post office is right now. So I did swatch the broken shades on the back of my hand because when I was repressing them with my finger, I just had leftover, so that you guys can, like, see just how stunning these shades are. And this, like, in the pan it looks silvery, but it's really like this, like, crystal type of shade. It's really, really pretty. I do like the broken shades, unfortunately, because I know I lost a lot of product from them breaking. I do like the color story of this palette. Like, it doesn't scream Halloween to me. Like, it's just not what I would picture a Halloween palette, but that being said, I love the color story. I just don't see it as a Halloween palette. I definitely see it as more of just a bright palette with some fun shades. I definitely like that there's a pink and a purple, and the yellow actually is really nice. Like, usually yellows are harder to formulate. They always end up being patchy and kind of gross even when swatched, but this one swatched really well, so I'm very excited to see how it works on the eyes. I actually love this, like, shimmery like satiny red. I cannot wait to put that all over the lid with the matte red. I'm just really excited for this palette. The, like, crystal shimmer I will be using on my inner corner all the time, I can already tell. In the pan, the shade Saint definitely looks more like a periwinkle type of color, but on the arm it's definitely more of a, like, silvery type of color. It's still nice, just not what I pictured, I guess. But I really, really like this blue. If you guys have any, like, eyeshadows that, like, any looks that you want to request me to do, let me know down below. You know, just say, instead of shade names, just say what colors, like, if you want me to do a look with the pink and the red, or the yellow and the red, you know, just, like, tell me which shades you want me to use, and that always inspires me to do more looks with it. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with the formula and the quality of it. Again, just kind of bummed that, you know, mine came broken, but, you know, it is what it is. I emailed them, so hopefully they will, you know, reach out and do the right thing, because I do not like getting broken palettes when I pay for them. It's just not really a fun time. But I do really enjoy the shades in this palette, and I can't wait to use this on my eyes. So if you want to see, like, my thoughts on the palette after I use it, make sure to check the community tab, because I always post in there when I use a new palette that I wasn't able to use before doing the swatch video, so that you guys can know whether or not this works well in the eyes or not. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, make sure you subscribe, comment down below any videos you'd like to see me do. Go follow my Instagram, Makeup by Tasha XO, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. You guys can share. You're fine. You're fine. Hi. You're fine. Just, there's lots of room there.
There's 2 fucking moles.
Effie's giving him licks now. There you... Chloe, is he crazy? Is Simmy crazy? You're crazy.
You get it.